Resort and Hotel, Nigeria's world-class destination where excitement lives and memories never fade. Located along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Ibadan, Ogun State, discover over 60 thrilling rides and attractions. Get to feel the rush and joy everywhere you turn. From coaster adventures to fun indoor games, it's the perfect spot for family time, school excursions, and unforgettable days out. Planning a team outing or corporate retreat? Enjoy our conference rooms and team bonding spaces designed to make every moment worthwhile. And when it's time to relax, unwind in our comfortable hotel rooms and service apartments with delicious meals. Because what we give is a complete experience. This is where magic happens. This is where memories are made. High Impact Planet. Fun just got real. Send us a DM on Instagram at High Impact Planet NG or call 0814-229-9509 to book your experience today.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call
0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
So I have chess game with my friend later on today. When is the best time to play chess game?
I guess you're bored. Usually in the evening, but definitely before you are too tired. My very best chess, of course, is generally played at the times when I'm winning, unless my opponent decides to take a bow.
I'm definitely not taking a bow. Thank you.
I hope you win.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the shortest basketball player in the world?
I like your curiosity. I'll tell you. Muggsy Bogues is the shortest player in the National Basketball Association history, listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall. He was drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets in 1987.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I'm glad you asked.
Hey, Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
I've been curious. Who exactly is the youngest swimmer in the world?
Oh, I'll tell you. Alzin Tarek, age 10, is the youngest and fastest swimmer in World Championships history. Tarek has been swimming competitively since the age of 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm glad I wowed you.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the fastest man in the world?
That's very simple. It's Usain Bolt. He is the fastest runner on the planet, setting the world record for the shortest 100 meters sprint time of 9.58 seconds.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Which club is the first to win Champions League?
That's very easy. Real Madrid. The first Champions League was won by Real Madrid during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're listening to Sports in a Jiffy on High Impact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos. You're listening to Sports in a Jiffy on High Impact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos.
Fortunate Jiffy is live on your radio, Impact Radio 102.1 FM, Thursday edition of the show today, 4th day in the month of June 2026. And we are here to serve you the bits and pieces of all of the top stories making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and the sometimes controversial world of sports. So much to talk about in the space of 10 minutes that we have left on this show this morning. Quickly giving you the latest updates making the rounds. I always tell you that whether you are a sports person or you are just someone that loves the trade of the game, or you're an athlete yourself, this is the best place for you to be, because the early bird has gone around the world to catch the scores, and we are more than willing to serve it to you. Ayo Deji Ajiboye is my name. Absolute honor to be your host on the show this morning, and together with Cyril, we will do justice to the top stories making the rounds this morning. Top of the morning to you, Cyril.
Good morning, Ayo Deji. Good morning to our listeners at home as well. It's been a new month.
Yeah.
Recently, I think this is the first time I've been on the show this month already. So it's good to talk.
Happy new month anyway.
It's still a new month anyways. So it's good to be here on the show again to talk sports, and a lot has been happening the last 48 to 24 hours as well. So from the Super Eagles last night to a lot of news making the rounds across the globe as well. Tennis world as well. The favorites are all out of the competition at this point in time. To the NBA as well. A shocking one from the.
Is that shocking? I mean, you are playing in New York. So of course you expect New York Knicks to hold on to the. I think like the first game, you don't expect them to let it slide.
Exactly, but the way the San Antonio Spurs started the game, you feel they are going to run away with it. But we are here to talk about all of that during the course of the show as well.
All right, let's get straight into the conversation on the show this morning. From yesterday, it was being said that the Super Falcons camp is now bubbling as all of the invited players are already in camp for the two-legged friendly that we played against the Senegalese ladies. Don't forget that this friendly is going to be like a test for the Super Falcons ahead of the African Women's Cup of Nations, the WAFCON that will be happening in the month of July, most definitely. This is like the first test for the Super Falcons since last year.
Exactly, we've been clamoring for games for the Super Falcons, and I feel those are them of Afia have actually listened to us as well. Double header against the Senegalese, even though we're still saying it's not enough it's not enough preparation for the girls going into a major competition, and we should also remember that this competition is going to serve as a qualifier to the World Cup as well. So we can only make do with what we have as a stand as well. And the girls are actually coming into camp as well. The game is going to be taking place at Remo Star Stadium out there over there. So probably we are going to see a beautiful match from the ladies as well. And at the end of the day, what we are expecting from the ladies.
Why are you laughing?
What we are expecting from the ladies.
Why are you laughing? Because you are seeing an Arsenal jersey, right?
Exactly. It's been the one I saw that since the last Saturday. So is this what it is at this point?
The one saying the palace in my place that Ashesheberioge, it does people anyhow. Imagine someone losing a penalty and then they are recording the highest number of sales for that particular jersey. We'll talk about that. Let's quickly wrap up with the talks about the Super Falcons of Nigeria.
So good one for the Super Falcons as well. I think at the end of the day, they are going to come out in flying colours in that match again. A double header for them as well.
You are optimistic that the Super Falcons will come out in flying colours.
Exactly, it's the Super Falcons. I feel.
What about the latest trend of having old legs in the camp?
The old legs in the camp, you can't.
The likes of Ngozi Okobi, I'm not sure she has played up to 90 minutes for her team.
Exactly, but probably because the coach might actually understand that he need an experienced player in the camp as well. So like it's a thing we normally do in this part of the world. You just want to invite an older player and telling us that their experience are always needed. We stop the case with Ahmed Musa as well. Went to a competition, didn't play a single match in that competition, but they tell us that his experience is valuable for the team as well. So same goes for the likes of Ngozi Okobi, like you mentioned, and also Francis Odega.
I mean, we understand the fact that South Australia is playing in Saudi Pro League and then she's banging in the goals. I mean, scoring 4, scoring 3, different match days. But yes, definitely we look forward to the games that we played. One game will be played this weekend and the other one is going to be played on Monday. Both games at the Remo Star Sports Complex. Moving away from the Super Falcons now, we'll go straight into the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But before we move away from that, quickly let me welcome my brother from the Games Village. Most definitely talk about owning up to your job, owning up to your onions. I've got Adini of Bafemi Falana in the studio. Of course.
I was expecting that laughter. You were supposed to respond. Is it for life or it has ended?
Up Gunners for life. Arsenal for life. Okay. Same can be said about Chelsea and Manchester United fans.
All right.
Who their only joy is if they see their rival fail. That is the only joy they get. They have every season. But at least one ordeal has been crossed. At least they can't call Arsenal Netflix FC again. Okay. They can't call Arsenal next season FC. They can't call Arsenal Butlers. They can't call Arsenal Oriogbade FC. All of these has ended. Okay. Because we are the Premier League champions. Yeah. It could have been a bit better. I mean, we could have had icing on the cake, by winning the UEFA Champions League. But that did not happen. It's a process, and we keep trusting the process. We've been trusting the process for
forever.
Not forever. We've been trusting the process for
the last 6 years.
No, not the last 6 years. If we are going to be objective, Mikel Arteta came in, had to do a lot of surgical operation on the team, not just the football players alone, but the entire team. Staff were doing the way they like, but everything changed under Mikel Arteta. Okay. We came 8th. Half season we came 8th. Second season we came 8th, and of course the third season we came 5th.
Was it 5th or 4th?
5th. Yeah. Then his third season, nobody expected that we were going to challenge for the title. If we are going to be sincere with ourselves, nobody expected that Arsenal were going to challenge for the title. Okay. We just wanted the top 4, and we found ourselves, challenging for the title. So now that you've challenged for the title, the following season, everybody expected that now you should win, and we almost won. But then again, something happened against Aston Villa,
and then another second.
And the other season, I don't know what happened. But injuries happen. A lot of things happen. Yeah. But this
April also happened.
Yeah, April happened. Yeah. But this season, it complained at the end of the 2024-2025 season that he didn't have enough players. He could have squad depth, what have you, and Andre Bata. I keep telling people that's like one of the best signing Arsenal has made in the last decade. Andre Bata
letting Edu go away.
Exactly.
And if you see what has played out, throughout the season, you see that Arsenal made the right decision. Yeah. Because even at Nottingham Forest, Edu was sacked. Yeah. At Nottingham Forest,
he didn't even spend the whole season.
Most of the signings he made for them last summer did not work out.
Exactly.
Did not work out. I think Igor Jesus was there the previous season.
Yeah, Igor was there.
So I mean, most of the signings he made for them, none of them has worked out for the football club. So he was sacked. But Bata, signed a couple of players, a lot of players for us rather. Nkapie, Mosquera, Eze. The Eze one suits me very, very well. Yeah. Especially for what we did to Tottenham Hotspur. And ended up scoring 5
goals over 2 legs.
Over 2 legs. In his mind, he probably wish he plays Tottenham Hotspur every week. But we can't take away the fact that I know the coach will also get a lot of accolades for what we did. Yeah. But we can't take away the fact that Andre Bata came in, sat with Mikel Arteta. What do you want? He took his opinion, went directly to meet the bosses, and of course he had a conversation with them, and we were able to sign. And thank God for getting Havertz injured, because I'm very sure if Havertz had not got injured, we probably would not have signed this year. Because it was the Havertz injury that made us emergency
to go back into the market,
for easy. So it has been. If we are really going to be sincere with ourselves, I know rival fans will probably want to laugh at us now, for not winning the Champions League. But if we are going to be sincere with ourselves, you would agree with me that it has been a very, very good season for Arsenal, considering trophyless last season, trophyless 2 seasons ago, trophyless 3 seasons ago. I mean, winning the Premier League for the first time in 22 years. It shows.
And looking to win the European Championship for the first time.
Definitely. We're one kick away.
From winning that.
I mean, it's penalty. True. Considering what everybody said.
But what was it that happened during the regular time?
During the regular time, so there's this saying in Yoruba, before guy, which simply means when you know somebody is better than you, there are ways that you counter it.
Okay.
So I don't think there's any team that will want to go toe to toe with Paris Saint-Germain playing free flowing football. And you will not get punished.
Honestly, I was gutted from that game because at the start, the blast of the whistle, you can tell that even Paris Saint-Germain themselves, they were a little bit conservative because they know that if they come all out, one thing about the English Premier League side is that they are good at counter-attacking.
Yes,
I saw that.
And we could have scored another goal.
In
that game if only our decision making was up there. But then again, it's a learning curve. It has been a learning curve for the boys, for the past 2 seasons, 3 seasons thereabout. Most of these boys, in the team, let's say we have 26-man squad now. About 20 of them, or let's just say 17 of them, have been together for the past, 2 years, 3 years together, except for the guys that were signed last summer, like Eze and the rest. So they are going into the season. They've tested what it means to win something. That should spur them on, to want to achieve more. And if you look across the team in the Premier League, I'm only afraid for the rest of the teams in the Premier League. When it comes to Arsenal, this is not me now making this because Arsenal finally won something. It's because Chelsea are coming in with a new manager,
Xavi,
a new style of play for the team. Manchester United looks to be the only settled team after Arsenal because Carrick has spent, let's say, 6-7 months with the boys now. But then again, with that team, a lot of changes are expected, for that team at the defense and at the midfield. Would they gel quickly? That is left to be seen. Chelsea, Alonso, we don't know if they are going to be going for all those their boys that they signed from Guatemala and.
Or they are not talking about one 16 or 17-year-old boy already.
So we don't know what they are going to be doing.
I'm also hearing that possibly they will be signing Jerome Bowen from West Ham.
That's what we are getting, that they are going to be signing an experienced player, but we don't know if that is going to be possible. Liverpool also with Andoni Raiola, and now they've lost one of their centre back, Konate. Van Dijk is no longer the Van Dijk that we know. They'll probably want to go into the market also to sign player. And Robertson has left, from the left back position. Salah has left from their wing. Kodegapo is no longer Kodegapo that we saw 2 seasons ago.
And there's a possibility that Szoboszlai will also be leaving.
Yeah, I heard Szoboszlai has been linked with Arsenal. If we are able to get our hand on that deal, whatever they want to do with Odegaard, let them do. Let them do whatever they want to do. So they are not settled also. We can also say the same thing about Man City, who we are going to see what they're going to do without Pep Guardiola.
Life after Pep.
Yeah, and we already
it's going to be very demanding for them because
we already heard rumors that a lot of their players are leaving.
Silva is already gone.
I mean, Ruben Diaz has been linked with moving also.
Exactly.
John Stones has
left as well.
So we don't know what is going to happen with the City team right now. So if you are looking at it, I think Manchester United and Arsenal are the 2 teams primed to challenge for the title.
And even for Manchester United, going into next season, I feel it's going to depend on how they are able to juggle between playing in the EPL and also playing in Europe as well. Because we've given Carrick a lot of credit for what he has done at Manchester United, but we also need to factor in that he was only playing in the EPL. He has enough rest for his boys to play as well. So now it's going to be
where the squad depth is going to come in, just like the Arsenal
exactly. So whatever signings Manchester United are going to make this summer, they also needs time to also gel and blend into the team as well. Much more than what we see in this past season as well. So like you said, probably Arsenal are just the only team that is settled at this point. So let's see how well that goes. Exactly.
Going into a season, and you're talking about Arsenal prime to win it back to back.
That's football for you. When Ancelotti came into Liverpool, apart from the injury that Liverpool had, the last season of Jurgen Klopp, the following season, Ancelotti had a fit and settled Liverpool team.
Yeah.
No injuries to any of their key players. Diogo Jota firing another cylinder. Salah, same thing. Kodegapo, same thing. They had Diaz before he left. So they had a lot of players. Dominic Szoboszlai.
There was strength too.
There was strength. Dominic Szoboszlai in the form of his life. Virgil van Dijk rode the years back, So
prime Virgil.
I mean, Andy Robertson played one of his best football. Even this guy, this Greek guy. Tsimikas also contributed. Trent Alexander-Arnold was in the form of his life. Konate played one of his best football. There, of course, they had the goalkeeper Alisson. So majorly their first 11 were fit, no injury. Even Darwin Núñez that was wasteful in front of goal, he came in, contributed his own quota. So Ancelotti had a very settled team. So that's what a settled team can do for you. And Salah was That's one of the best
seasons,
individual season I've seen from any Premier League player.
I mean, he raked in the assist and the goals.
I mean, we've been watching the Premier League now over 25 years.
Yeah.
So, but that season from Salah was one of the best. You know, so I wasn't scared of Liverpool last season when Trent left, and I saw the early season from Mohamed Salah. And Luis Diaz left, and of course, sadly, Diogo Jota also died.
Passed on.
They sold Darwin-Nunes. That's like the entire
front three
not doing anything. So I was like, don't worry, they will wear off later on, and that was what
I think they won 7 games on the bounce at the start of the season.
They won 5. They won 5, and after that, they lost 4 on the bounce. So once again, Arsenal looks like the only settled team, you know, right now in the Premier League, and I think off the back of what I've seen with Michael Carrick, I think he knows his football. Yeah. He knows his football. Little wonder midfielders are the best managers in world football right now. If you look at
I think I've heard that somewhere before.
If you look at some of the best managers in football right now,
people who can read the game,
you will probably see that they are midfielders. If you look at it, I'm not saying strikers or defenders who make good coaches, but if you look at it,
they don't make them, because we've seen likes of Wayne Rooney,
Vincent Kompany.
Defender.
So
he can read the game and he can read the danger.
So, but midfielders are like the best in a set of coaches.
Those that link both the defense and the attack together.
So you I won't be surprised. United should be able to get their hand on 1 or 2 trophies next season.
Hopefully.
I won't be surprised.
Okay, I mean, you're guessing.
I'm not saying this to massage your ego. I mean, I'm the reigning Premier League champion. So
no doubt.
Whatever I say now, you should count as something.
North London is red, right?
Forever. London is
red. But champions of Europe. You would never sing that.
It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time.
If you're at Radio 102.1 FM, so much to talk about on the show this morning, so much to look into. Through that, let's quickly skedaddle straight into the world of football still. And let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Played a friendly against the White and Reds of Poland last night, and that game ended in a 2-2 draw. I was very much skeptical about that game at the start of it. Talking about Robert Lewandowski looking to score his 90th goal for the White and Red, but of course that did not happen in that game yesterday night. But then so much to talk about the spirit of the boys yesterday, how best they attacked that game. And I can tell you for free that Maduka Okoye was one of the standout players in that particular game, except for the defense line who at the point in time they slept off. I feel like it was the process of their sleeping off that allowed the 2 goals to come in.
Yeah, for the Super Eagles last night, it wasn't even about the result for me. It's about the performance and about the new boys that are coming into the team as well. If you look rightly, and I feel at this point we should start giving Eric Chel the credit he deserves as well. The pattern of play as well.
The boys ran for 90
exactly
minutes.
They ran for 90 minutes, and the guy that even played our right back is playing for the Super Eagles for the first time. Exactly, and you feel probably has been playing like that was his 50th cap for the team yesterday, because he was actually top notch as well. So you have to give credit to Eric Chel at this point. Probably he's been scouting the whole of Europe to find whoever can fit into the system, and you understand that with that Super Eagles, it's like the system is the king, because every player we've played in the Unity Cup as well, and it's the same kind of system with different team entirely as well. So the system is actually
but of course, we know that Eric Chel's contract will be ending by next year, January, but we are not hearing anything about contract extension just yet. So
it's going to be a colossal loss for us if
we are good.
If you don't retain Eric
exactly.
Chel. I think for the first time, with the Super Eagles, we're actually getting the feeling that the list was not influenced.
Sure.
For the first time, and players have been called on merit. Shout out to Maduka Okoye for all the sticks that he has received from Super Eagles fans. You also agree with me that most of this criticism leveled against him, deserved it.
He also took it in good light as well. So
he shouldn't take it. He shouldn't take it. He's in my career. It's his career.
Exactly.
Whatever sector you find yourself, any job you find yourself, whatever you are doing at all, you should know that at some point criticism will come in, whether you like it or not. You can't get. You can't be 100%,
all the time.
Pep Guardiola, for all of his geniuses, for all of his tactics, there are some people that feel that
he's not doing enough
because he's spending money.
Yeah, he's checkbook manager.
while I don't agree with that is, I mean, you have to be good for somebody to trust you with money.
Exactly.
I mean, then it's nobody's fault that I wasn't born into the family of a $30. Probably if I was born into the family of a $30, probably I will own my own radio station and TV station. But that is life for you. So that doesn't mean I will not tell you, I will not face a $30 and say, oh God, you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. It's because of the money, man. I mean, we know people that came from, that comes from wealthy, and they are not better than us that we are seated here. I mean no disrespect to us, but they are not better than us. We know we're way higher than them intellectually. Even when we speak, the difference is always there. And you now begin to wonder that what if they don't even have money? Anything at all. Exactly. So that's the point I'm trying to make with Pep Guardiola. So criticism will always come. Jose Mourinho, a lot of criticism has come from even his Jose Mourinho's fans. Like, why is he taking all those job as a quote unquote.
Just to stay in the game.
Exactly.
The man wants to stay in the game. If Madrid doesn't come, if Arsenal doesn't come, if Manchester
I tell you, maybe it's back to Portugal or Turkey.
Will I retire? I mean, I still love the game. So I can take Benfica, I can take Fenerbahce. So Maduka Okoye, it took the criticism. Mind you, it's not only Maduka Okoye that that was criticized. Omar Katuba, who is like the greatest football, also took the criticism.
I mean, as I yesterday was still receiving sticks, because I mean, when the NFF posted about Bewene coming to the camp, that was to replace attackers that are not going to be part of the. So I think Omar posted something on X and be like, the NFF are clowns and stuff. Come and see the comment. Like, okay, so of course it did not come from you. Now, of course you are not part. Then you are saying that this person is something.
So that buttress the point I made with Maduka Okoye. But we can't forget the fact that which Nations Cup was that again? I think that was
2019.
Is that not
against Tunisia?
Against Tunisia. So we don't forget easily in football, especially in our head, which I think Nigerians are way over their head. But they feel that we should have won that Nations Cup.
Exactly.
Come on, no. Algeria was like, I think it was
Tunisia.
It was tournament Algeria won.
Yeah.
But Algeria they were the best team in that tournament. Yeah. So and they won it. So I don't know, but then again, he has bounced back. He plays in one of the Europe top 5 league. If you are a goalkeeper for a club in the Italian Serie A,
and you are starting regularly,
who pride themselves in using their homegrown goalkeeper. I mean, and you start regularly, you keep clean sheets, you have saves, you've been in team of the week in Serie A a couple of times. So I mean, so it deserves to be called, to the national team. If it were to be back in the days, I can guarantee there's somebody like what's this goalkeeper that doesn't have Wabali will still be our number one goalkeeper. I can bet it to anybody. But I think they've given Eric Chell the free hand to actually call the boys, and I like the boys that have been called now. They are ready to fight for the shirt of the Super Eagles. I think we need to actually do more. There are a lot of Nigerians in the Championship, in the League One, in the Scottish League,
I mean, we've seen
in the Turkish League, in the Portuguese League. So we need a very, very.
And then in the Czech League, I mean, talk about Sparta Prague, Slavia Prague, bro.
See what DR Congo did with their scouting program. Most of these boys played their Nations Cup tournament, played their World Cup qualifiers. So the ones that didn't answer them, that I wanted to answer them, now that they are going to the World Cup, they told those ones,
just wait.
Hold on.
Let those who
fought for the World Cup ticket
go for the World Cup. Exactly.
So I think that is what we should also do. And for the so-called big boys that are playing for clubs like Chelsea, Tosin Adarabioyo, if you are not good enough to start for Chelsea, I don't think you are good enough to play for Chelsea.
Exactly.
It's as simple as that. The Fikayo Tomoris of this world, let them leave them. This Leslie Ugochukwu of this world,
let them stay where they are.
The Kanichukwu Emeka, let them leave them. They shouldn't worry.
So up next on the Super Eagles, that is going to be the game against Portugal right there in Lera. That's going to be Portugal's final test run before the World Cup. Do you see the Super Eagles are going on to win this particular one, or maybe still getting it? All of these things are part of what will accumulate for our ranking points.
Yeah, sure. But then again, what I notice about the teams that are going for the World Cup is, I think their players are also being careful not to get injured. So in my head, we might not get 100% from the Portuguese team. We might not get 100% from them.
I feel that.
If they play Ronaldo, I will get 100%.
Because Baba wants to start bad.
Exactly.
I don't think it's about start bad. That is Ronaldo for you. That was Ronaldo we saw.
Right from exactly.
That is Ronaldo.
He keeps fighting.
We saw 2 or 3 weeks ago
at United. Yeah.
So that is the same Ronaldo we will see in Portugal. Friendly, training.
He just wants to be at the top.
He just wants to be 100%.
All right, just so you know, it's 7 days to the start of the FIFA World Cup 2026, and plenty of thoughts coming through from that particular one. But before we wrap up the show, let's talk a little bit about other sports on the show right now. Let's go straight into the world of tennis. And just so you know that this year, both in the ATP and the WTA, there will be new names on the trophies, because the likes of Aryna Sabalenka are already out. Both in the ATP, you have the likes of Yannick Sinner already out as well. The likes of Novak Djokovic are out. Let's go straight into some of the schedule and the result of some of the matches that were played from yesterday. Right now, Maja Choliska is now through to the next round. Diana Schneider was the person that defeated Aryna Sabalenka. While for the men, you have the likes of Flavio Cobolli, Matteo Arnaldi, who are now through to the next round. But what does it mean for the future of tennis if you are not having past winners remaining in the French Open?
Well, this year's French Open has been has seen the most upset in tennis. It has seen both in the male category and the female category. A lot of names, falling by the wayside, and especially in the female category. That tells you something that the only constant thing in this life is change.
Exactly.
Things will always change. And you probably might want to attribute it to injuries to some of the key players, but then again.
And also, some players are also complaining about the weather out there. Yeah.
Exactly. But I mean, we are all playing in that same weather. Those that qualify will tell you that. I mean, we
played together. We played for 4 hours, played for 2 hours.
It's just like when Super Eagles used to complain that the pitch is not good.
It's not good.
But the opponents are also playing on that same pitch.
And they are scoring you.
So I don't know where your excuse is coming from. But that is not to water down or to tell them that their excuses are not genuine. But I like the fact that we are seeing upset, in the tennis game, and I mean that's like the only tournament that we usually see upsets.
Especially when it comes to the women category as well.
So I'm looking forward to seeing a new name. My money is on the world the number 8 currently now in the WTA ranking, and that is Andreeva.
Mira Andreeva.
Who is from Belarus, but then again she has a world flag on her profile. On her profile. So I'm looking at her, but then again you don't want to look beyond. I don't want to also ignore the world currently number 114, which is Charlinska.
Bro, she was the one who defeated the world number 1.
Who has caused a lot of upsets. This season. So, I
mean, coming from 114 to be beating top 10 players.
So it is expected. Let's see what is going to happen. Let's see what is going to happen.
Yeah. All right, moving on from that story now, let's quickly wrap up with the world of basketball. Earlier this morning, we saw the game 1 of the NBA Finals 2026, and the New York Knicks had to overcome a 14-point third-quarter deficit to snatch a 105-95 victory at the San Antonio Spurs in the opening game earlier this morning. Jalen Brunson scored 13 of his 30 points in the final quarter, as the Knicks, who also scored 11 points without reply to such clear in the final 2 minutes. I mean, we had this conversation off air, and Siri was of the opinion that it would have put his smartphone on the fact that San Antonio were going to win that game. But I feel like you are playing at the home of New York Knicks. You don't expect them not to give a fight in the game 1.
No, San Antonio were the one playing at home.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I felt probably the game 1 was San Antonio was supposed to do enough to even get that game 1. But for the New York Knicks at this point, because I feel it's a good one for them. They already the next game will be played.
I think this is their 12th win in a row.
In a row, exactly. And before this final, we feel anybody that come up between OKC and San Antonio is going to be an easy ride for them going into this final. But the way it stands at this point, I feel the New York Knicks are not here to joke around as well. They are also looking at the ring as well, hoping to lay their hands on it as well. And what a way to start. You visited the San Antonio Sports Court and you've already taken a win or taking one of them as well. So good one for them as well. So let's see how this series actually pan out at the end of the day. It's going to be a long one as well, because San Antonio Sports actually are going to bounce back from this one.
Yeah, that's going to be on Saturday morning.
On Saturday morning. So how well they are going to do this is what we left to be seen.
Well, for San Antonio Sports, all their hope, all their prayer, all their fasting is on Victor.
Exactly.
To be top of his game.
Exactly.
Top of his game. You know, in every team, and that also happens in football. In any team sport, you need one of your star players to be at the top of his game. If you want to have any chance, you know, of winning, you know, anything at all. Well, that cannot be said about Arsenal, because I can't even say who is, whether it's Rice or Raya or Gabriel. You know. But for basketball like this, for a team to win, we've seen it with Boston Celtic, with Giannis, you know, Antetokounmpo, you know, being at the top of his game. We've seen it with a couple of other, you know, teams like that. And I think it's going to be very, very key for San Antonio Spurs what Victor Wembanyama can do, you know, for the rest of the playoff. You know, yesterday, earlier today, he had 26 points. You know, just 4 behind the person that had the overall points. You know, he had 12 rebounds and two assists. I think next game they will need more rebounds from him. They will need more assists from him, and they will need more
points from him.
So that New York Knicks they don't put clear. I mean, once you win the second one,
it's advantage to you.
Well, I think San Antonio Spurs actually did something like that against OKC Thunder. They went back and drew 2-2, and then that was where the game turned on its head, pushing it into game 7.
With the way New York Knicks plays now, 12 straight victory for them. You don't want to bet against them winning their 13th game.
Okay.
Against the play.
I see that.
And that what that does for you is it gives you some form of confidence that there is nobody that you cannot beat.
Exactly.
There is nobody you cannot beat. So if Spurs manages to win the next game, then that a little bit of doubt will creep into New York Knicks that okay, maybe we are not invincible.
All right, I mean, we've got way past our time on the show this morning, but then always when you're talking sports, you don't know how fast the time is flying. Let's quickly wrap up with this talk here. It's now been said that Real Madrid are looking to use words and poach Erling Haaland from Manchester City. This is a typical Florentino Perez style.
This is
not Florentino at this point.
Okay.
It's actually
Is it not Benitez? What's his name?
Enrique Riquelme at this point.
Enrique Riquelme.
Yeah, so because it's actually
says if I become president,
if he becomes president, so Erling Haaland is part of his campaign promises to the Madrid fans as well. So
he has said he won't sign Jose Mourinho.
Exactly, if he becomes the president,
Jose Mourinho is
not the kind of manager he is.
I think he has his eyes on Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
I think he has his eyes on Jurgen Klopp and a couple of other transfer. According to what he's also saying, probably Mbappe will also
be sold.
You know,
then Rodri will be brought in.
Then Rodri will be brought
and
in.
a lot of Spanish players as well.
That is what
the election is going to be this Sunday, so let's look forward to see what is going to happen right there at Real Madrid. Sports in the Jiffy on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Quickly, let me let you know that during the period of the World Cup, we'll be having a World Cup special show right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. We'll be